So guys, before I start the session, I would like to know how many have you of you created the AWS account? Did you try creating the account? Guys, can you hear
Yes,
me?
Anna,
Yeah.
I created.
Okay, cool. So, okay, did anyone face any problem while creating account, or did anyone face any issues? Okay, like what was in chat as well. Okay, so guys, can you please mute? Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Thanks for muting. So, okay, guys, as we have discussed yesterday, I think you guys have even gone through the things what we have discussed regarding the region as well as the availability zone. Ki how does a region helps and how does availability zone helps? What region is used for and how availability is useful for? And just for recollecting the things, a region is nothing but a collection of availability zone, and the availability zone is nothing but it has its own data center where the entire you know infrastructure is created, and each and every data center has its own setup. Okay, and after once we discussed about the data center availability zones, we have seen the different regions. So there are some services which runs on region based, as well as some services run on global based. So going forward we'll be looking into it, as well as we have seen how to what is S3, how to create a bucket in S3, how to upload an object in S3. So we have discussed on it. Going forward we'll be moving on to this. So we'll be continuing the AWS S3 session. So let me log in into the session, sign in. Oh, why did it fail? The same password I guess I've given. No. Oh, okay. So I'll just even refresh this page yesterday where we were. Okay. So yesterday we have seen how to create a an object. So as I have said you, so everything whatever we create, so there are two things. First we create a bucket, then we create a object. Bucket is not inside a bucket, everything is called as an object. Okay, you cannot directly create an object here, so you need to have a bucket. Inside a bucket you can create an object. Here you can create a folder, but you cannot upload a folder. You can upload only files that are zipped. Okay, that are ISO text files, mp3 files, any kind of file you can upload it. So if you want, you can create a folder. Under a folder, again, one more thing, yesterday if you remember, while creating a bucket, okay, what we have done, there was something called case sensitive letters, where we cannot use capital letters, where we were not able to use double periods, we were not able to use hyphens. So we were, and as well as we were not able to use the letter, like the names what has been used by other AWS people or in AWS region. So that was making us our task little bit difficult to do that. So now once you create a bucket, inside a bucket you can create a folder. The folder can be created with any name. If you want, I can create a folder with the test account. If you remember, we were not able to create a bucket with test name, but a folder I can create with a test name, you can see, because this is under my object. So here I can create a test. Whereas if I come back to the same location where we were creating an bucket, so if I still try to create a test here, so it says this test bucket has already been used, it already exists. So that's the reason. So here we can create inside an object, sorry, inside a bucket, we can create an object named text. Okay. So inside a test, we can put whatever the object we want. Again, the same thing, upload and all, whatever we want to do. Okay. Uh, so these are the things. Again, inside this, so we have different kinds of permissions on a object level as well as a bucket level. going forward we'll be looking into it. So today we'll be seeing how to host a static website on S3. Okay, so we'll create a static website, we'll put our content on the website, we'll give the permissions to the website, we'll put the error pages to the website and see how does it respond. Okay, so now what I'll do is I'm just removing this yesterday's content, okay, for your clear understanding. Okay, so I have removed both the contents. Okay, so now we don't have anything, we have only test 26 October
Uh,
2000.
Anand, I'm having one doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what is the cost for saving the object in the bucket
Okay, so
charges?
okay, for cost calculations you have different cost thing, so it would be really minimal. Okay, so for cost and all we have something called AWS S3 AWS calculator. Using the calculator, because what happens, like AWS keeps on changing the pricing, they keep on decreasing, keep on decreasing the prices. That's the reason it's really hard to give you an exact amount figure on that. Okay, so now I'll just show you. Okay, as you have asked, so I'm just putting it up here. So it's S3 sorry, AWS calculator. So sorry, you can simply type Google and bring up S3 calculator. I think I could have added. So not only for S3, for all the services, whether like each and every region has its own pricing tag. Each and every service has its own pricing tag. So we have something called AWS calculator. Okay, using AWS calculator, you can calculate everything on monthly basis, on like whenever you want, however you want. So here, see, when you do, okay, this is why am I getting in Chinese? Oh, am I getting Chinese? It should be for India. Okay, it's for Japan. I think it's a Japan region. It has taken the Japan. Why did it took Japan?
Top right, we are having Japanese.
Sorry?
In the corner, you can find, you can change the
Yeah.
region.
Language. No, I was looking. Okay. Japanese to India. No, by default it should not redirect. It should check your geographical location. Based on geographical location, it should switch. So that's a benefit you have. So here you can see everything for all the EC2 service, S3 service, Route 53 service, everything. So let me take a calculator as you asked me for S3. So I'll select an S3. So he says for which region you are trying. So we are going for Mumbai region. Okay, what's the storage type? Let's take, we are taking a 100 GB storage. Okay, 100 GB storage, and what kind of request you are getting, based on that what kind of frequency you are taking. So we are, will say everything is fine. So here you can see how much you'll be charged for that. For 100 GB per month you'll be charged $2.37. And if I change it to some other region, okay, so for $100,
Yeah, one
yeah, go ahead.
having one doubt.
Yeah.
If I store around 100 GB,
Mm-hmm.
and at the same time I will host my website, static website in a S3 bucket.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, at the same time, I will get that get request and put request of the post. For
Yes.
that also it will be charged.
Yes. For request also you'll be charged, because again the data transmission is happening. So that's the reason. Even when you put a like static website, all the requests hit to that. So based on that. So again, you can see here when I change the region from like Mumbai to North Virginia, the price for the same 100 GB, the price got changed. Now it is charging $4.68. So similarly, if I go to some other region, because again it's look, it depends upon, it varies from location to location, not only for S3, for all the services from location to location you will have a different pricing tag. So if I go for Canada Central, so what happens if I go for same Canada Central for 100 GB, so you'll be charged a different 7.18. Okay, based on this, what region you are selecting, what types you are selecting, how you are getting charged. So all the different region, all the different things you'll be charged. Okay, I think he has added the central and all. Okay, he's charging 2.5 only. Why did he took these centrals? He should not take, show me the full bill including only first one. No, he should not charge. Actually, okay, guys, he's adding the calculation. So it's 2.5 for Mumbai region. Central is $2.5, whereas US East is charging $2.3. Okay, so this is how you can verify. Okay, okay, how it is being charged. So when you see, I don't okay, I need to refresh the page, then I'll be getting the fresh page. As I was selecting multiple times, so it appended all the regions, whatever the region I have selected. So this is how you need to vary. So for $100, so sorry, for 100 GB per month, he's charging only $2.3. Okay, am I clear with this part?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So again, for all the other services going forward, when we'll be working with different services, so we'll be seeing how to add what services we can take, what storages we'll take, how it will be charged. Again, per monthly, like we can bill it up. So I want it for 30 days, I want it for 60 days. You can select, you can do it, you can change it up based on that. Even if you're using some IPs or ELBs and all, so you'll be attaching based on that. Okay, based on that, you'll be charged. So going forward, we'll be looking into it. Okay. So now coming towards a static website, as we discussed. So now see, my bucket doesn't have any content into it. So what we'll do is we'll try to host a static website. So in a static website, we'll put a some content where stating that hello world is the content where I'll be uploading my hello world file, as well as we'll be uploading error page file, as well as we'll be uploading some other content, and see how does it work. So first what I'll do is I'll create a folder, because I wanted to put my content in a folder, or directly I can upload it here. But make sure that when you are creating, if you want a default static page, then you need to have an index.html. If not, then you can assign your page. So what I'll do is I'll create upload. Okay, so here I'm not creating any folder, I'm simply going to management. Okay, so, sorry. Okay, guys, sorry. Okay, so now I went to I went to the bucket, I went to the properties, I click on static website, and I'll enable it. So the moment I enable, so for enabling a static website, you minimum need a index.html as well as a error file. Okay, a index file as well as a error file. So I'm saying use this bucket to host a website. It is asking, do you want to redirect? No, I'm saying I want my own content. So here I'll put my index.html. So now how do I put my index.html here? Because I don't have any content here. So for this, you need to make sure that you have that content in your bucket, because our bucket was empty. That's the reason we don't have. So what I'll do is I'll upload some content into it. Okay, I'll add couple of files. So I'll simply create two text files, index.html, vmindex.html. Okay, and I'll put just hello world. Hello world, this is index.html, index page. Okay, and I'm creating one more file, vim error.html. This is error file, and I'm creating one more file called uh, welcome.html. So totally I've created three files. Okay, this is wlc welcome file. So I've created three files, I'm just uploading them. Okay, okay, uh, okay, from here I have created three files. You can see here error.html, index.html. So all the three files, so I'm just uploading all the three files, 1, 2 and 3 files. I choose. So I got all these three files in my bucket. Okay, I'm not using anything, I'm simply saying upload. So here you can see the ratio, what happened, it is still uploading to three files, all three files got uploaded. I'll refresh my page. You can see we have all three files. Okay, error, index and HTML. So now if I want these file, okay, to be accessed via my static website, so what I'll go to properties, I'll enable it. Okay, now I have my index.html file. I'll put index.html, and I have my error.html. So we have created this. Okay, we'll say we have any redactions rules? We'll say nothing. I'll just simply save it. Okay, the moment I have clicked on it, okay, can you see there is a URL over here? Can you see this HTTP, guys? So this is the this is the URL through which you can access. I hope most of the people are on PCs, right? Okay, so I'll be sharing this URL. That's the reason I'm asking you. Okay, so now can you see the static page? Okay, Anand, I think we can discuss about billing part later. Okay, no issues. Okay. Okay, can you see the static? I have shared you the link, guys. If you want, you can click the link and you can see. You should get the same error. Are you getting this? If whomsoever are trying.
Yes, we're getting
Oh,
that.
okay. So why we are getting
Yes,
access denied? Why we are getting this access denied when we are hosting? Because if you remember, yesterday we have seen something called permissions. Okay, did we give any permissions to our files? Did
No.
we give that's
No.
the reason. Yes, that's the reason our files are not accessible. So let me do one thing. Let me give permission to only my index.html page. Okay, so what I'll do, I need to make it public because everyone is trying to access it. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll go to more and I'll make it public. Yeah, make it public. Okay, so the moment I made it public, guys, can you refresh your page? Are you able to see?
Yeah.
Got it?
Yes, Anand.
So this is what static
Yep.
website. So this is how static website works. So now, if what, okay, what if I don't have an error page? I see, because here it is going to the default index page. Here I'll give some more page called, okay, anything abc.html. Do I have this page in my bucket?
No.
No. So what it says, error, because this page is not there, so it is not able to. An error occurred while attempting to retrieve, because it says permission denied, or it is not. We are not able to access that because we don't know about that file, because it cannot enter that bucket or it cannot search that thing. We don't even have. So let me do one thing. Okay. Here you can see the message called access denied. Guys, can you see access denied 403? So now what happens? See, you can see the file name is abc.html. So now what happens if I enable this error.html? Okay, I'll make it public. Okay, I'm making it public. Make it public. Okay, so what happened? Okay, I don't know why it took me to this. Make it public. Make it public. So I have made it public. So now what happens if I type the same page? You can see abc.html. I enter it. What happened? It threw me an error. Guys, can you see?
Yes.
Yeah. So now what's happening is so earlier it had only access to index.html. It didn't had access to error file. That's the reason it was not even able to pop up the error message. So now we have given an error file stating that if anyone tries to find a file which is not available in our bucket, then throw this error. Okay. So now if you think so, you think no, it shouldn't be the possible. We have something called welcome.html. You know, right? Yes. So I'm trying to access that welcome.html. Can you see? I am getting the same error message. The page is welcome.html. Here on the top, you can see welcome.html, but it is throwing me the error page because my welcome.html doesn't have permissions. Got it? Because I have this file. I know this file is available, but because I don't have that file, it is throwing me an error. Instead of throwing me 404 or any other error, it says this is what error message need to be posted, what we have uploaded in our index.html, sorry, error.html. So now what I'll do is I'll enable this welcome and I'll do make it public. I made it public. So the moment I made it public, this file should be available. I'm just refreshing the page. So can you see? This is a welcome file. Guys, can you see this?
Yes.
So this is how static website works. So I need to see now if I put any other content over here, I need to give a static file name. Until and unless I don't give a static file name, I'll not be able to access. If I don't have anything called, if I create one more HTML file, then I need to give a full path of this. Until unless I don't give a welcome.html, I won't be. And coming towards making it dynamic, you cannot make it dynamic. If you want, here you can add, hernif links, hyperlinks, some okay. So you can add it. So once you click it, you need to give the full path in that hernif link. It will redirect it to this page. That is how it works. Yes, images, everything is whatever you can do it in static content, you can put it up. If you can write, see whatever you want to put, you can put it up here, but you need to make sure that that static content is available here. Okay, for images also, it need to pull from somewhere, so it need to have that path. Guys, are you understanding what I'm trying to say?
Yes, Anand.
Okay, that's cool. So this is how it works. Okay, the static page becomes static when you are giving it an absolute path. Okay, so now what we will do is, okay, we will try to add a new HTML page and try to see how does it functions. So now I'm creating one more HTML file with a little bit more content. Okay, then let me take a HTML file called uh, test test.html, and I'll write, okay, welcome to DevOps training. Okay, we are doing a static web page testing. Okay, so I've just added a content, and I'll be uploading that content here. So how to upload it? Come to this page. Okay, let me show you one more beautiful thing. Now you can see all these three are where in our this test object, right? Okay, what if I don't have that content over here? Okay, I'll create a folder and I'll put here, okay, called ABC. Okay, I'll just create a file called ABC, and I'll try to upload the content over here. What happens? Okay, we got it. We are uploading the content, add files, and if you remember, I just said I have created test.html. I've chosen this. Next. Okay, upload. So now the moment I have uploaded, see, this is 100% successful. I refresh the page, I got this page. Though I have that page in this location under a folder, I won't be able to access. Let's see what happens. Okay, I'll give the path of this website, so it's under capital ABC. Then we have test.html. So what I'll do is I'll put capital ABC ABC slash test.html. Okay, so I'm trying to put this content over here. So what happens, you can see. Okay, what happened? What did it popped up? An error file occurred. Okay, let me do, okay, might be there could be people saying no, this, no, not. Okay, let me make it public. Okay, I'm making this folder public. Okay, let me first make the file public, then I'll make the folder public. Okay, so I'm making the file public. Make it public. Public has been made it. So see what happens. Can you see this, guys?
Yes.
Yes. So now why it popped up? Because you have absolute path. I'm giving an absolute path. I need to specify the absolute path of that document, then only you'll be able to access. If I don't give the absolute path and I say test.html, it will not find. So this is how static pages works. So these are static website. So that's the reason when we discussed yesterday, when we were discussing about it, that's the reason we said that you need to give the full URL, full path of that file, then only you'll be able to access that. So the same thing, if I move this to the back folder, then you will be able to see that. Are we clear with this? Any doubts, any questions on this? Guys, anyone has any doubts, any questions on this? Okay.
Very good, Anand.
Yeah,
No, Anand.
yeah. Someone asked for convenience. Someone asked, there is a basically two main types of websites: static and dynamic. A static website is one of this, usually written in plain HTML. Okay, someone. Okay,
Anand, I
okay,
was
okay, okay, okay. Oh, yeah,
checking
yeah, 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 yeah,
differentiating.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, no issues, no issues, Moses. Thanks for your support,
Yeah,
bro. The thing is, like, even I thought someone might have asked a question. That's the reason. Okay,
yeah,
thanks for your support. Thanks
got
for
it.
supporting. Okay, we all are clear till here. Guys,
Yeah, Anand.
hopefully. Okay, let me do one more thing. Okay, so we have enabled first index.html, then error.html, then welcome.html. So now what I'll do is, okay, simply a small thing, I'm doing the same thing again. So but this time what I'm doing, I'm trying to remove the permissions from our error.html, because whenever we don't have the file, it throws an error. What happens if I remove the permissions from error.html? So I'm selecting this group, remove. I hope you guys are practicing these whole things, because see, not only AWS, everything depends upon your practice. The more you practice, the more you learn. So coming towards theory, yes, I can tell you the theory for days, months, years, and all. But until unless you don't practice it, you won't learn it up. So these are only learning courses. These are not theory courses ki we have done a theory, we know the theory, we do. Because when you do a theory, you don't understand whether should I use a capital letter or a small letter. So you need to make mistakes, then only you'll be learning. Okay. Okay, coming to words. So we have removed the error.html permissions. So let's see what happens. We are trying the test.html, which is not available, but it was earlier it was redirected to our error file. Now it should throw up 403 error because it didn't find the file and access denied. Am I clear with this, guys? Okay, so now one more
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, one more thing. So you say, yeah, I don't want a static website. I want, okay, I don't want a static website. I just wanted only one file to be accessed. So yesterday, if you remember, I have showed you the Vagrant file the same way. So whenever, whatever the file you create in S3, it will have a URL. So you can see here the direct URL of that file. Can you see this? So directly you can click on this URL. You'll be redirected to the same page. You can see this. Okay, so this is not a static. So this and this are both are different. You can see, okay, both might be accessed in it, but both has their own, because this is showing you in a static website format, but this is showing you a direct link. Okay, might be both are hitting to the same page, same content, but the access, the way of accessing are different. Okay, so whenever, not only for this, you might think here we have upload HTML, not only for HTML, for each and every file you upload in this, you'll have the same thing. So if you do for like we have created, see, under this we have created test.html. You can see this, there is a link. Okay, if I directly click, this has a public access. Yes, if I click on this, I'll be able to see that. Can you see this? Welcome to DevOps training. We are going to, so this is how it works. So this is all about static page. So now the most important thing, coming towards real time scenario, most of the people says, what is the use of static page? Why do we want static pages? Why do it helpful? Guys, please be careful, because this is the important thing what I'm sharing with you. Because most of the time people may ask you, why do I need to host a static website on S3? Why should I waste putting there? Who will access when I can put only static website? So this is the most important question, guys. So please be careful what I'm saying. See, these static websites are really helpful. If you get an interview question, I want you guys to answer this question. So static website, how useful? So right now I'm hosting a website. I'll take an example called, a beautiful website called Flipkart, or let's take Amazon itself. I don't want to take Amazon. So let me take Flipkart. Okay. So now I'm, taking Flipkart. I hope each and every person shops. Just assume that, what if entire Flipkart goes down? Means entire Flipkart servers goes down. What happens when you type Flipkart? What happens? Your cursors keep on revolving. If you remember, right? Your cursor keeps on revolving to find it, until unless and this says that not able to fetch the page, right? So
Yeah.
at that point in time, to help yourself, you can do one thing. There's something called, you can add it in your DNS. We're coming towards route 53. I'll be showing you how to do that. So you can put in that, in case my entire server, if something disaster goes down, if my entire region also goes down, if in single region, so if that happens, you just redirect it to my S3, where it states that we are facing some problems with our website, we are under maintenance, we are looking into it. A beautiful page comes up stating that you are under maintenance, so people won't keep on hitting their requests. Guys, did you understand this? If you didn't understand, you can ask me. I'll clearly explain you once again, because this is the more important part of this static website on S3. Because S3 provides you 11 nines availability, 99.999999999% availability. That's the reason it is really helpful when your entire server goes down. Instead of people keep on putting hit request to your servers that it is not loading, you can directly redirect it to a static page stating that we are facing some issues in this region, and we will not we are under maintenance. Our team is looking into it. So that beautiful page will eventually help the customers to understand if something wrong has went down. They are working on it, and they don't keep on hitting request to your servers. Guys, did you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes,
Yeah.
Anand.
Okay.
Yes.
Someone asked, can you please explain one more time? Okay. Someone asked, okay, let me put it simple. Just assume that you are running a website called, okay, google.com. So what daily, what morning we do anything on google.com. Suddenly, suppose, assume that the google.com, I'm not saying because Google has expanded it over the region, so even one load balancer goes down, other comes up. I'm talking. Just assume that it's a small, data center which is serving on a single data center. So assume that the entire Google goes down. The next day morning you type Google, 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 it doesn't pops up. So you think, yeah, Google is not coming, Google is not coming. You try 10 times, 20 times, 30 times, hitting. So what if Google says that if the page doesn't respond directly, what happens? Send the request to S3. So suddenly what you get some maintenance page, or you get a beautiful welcome page, or beautiful page stating that we have facing some inconvenience or some errors, we are facing some issues with our servers, we are working on it. So what happens? You don't keep on repeating sending those hitting, and you don't get bothered. You think, yes, the server is down, let me be relaxed, stating that okay, the server is down, I don't need to worry. Till the server comes up, they might be posting that page. Once the server is up, you can come back to that Google page. Guys, I hope everyone is clear with this part. Why do we need static website on
Yes,
S3?
Anand.
Yeah, because again,
Yes, yes,
yeah,
Anand.
because they provide 99.119's durability or availability, you can say, on S3. That's the reason you can trust S3 and put your static website over there. Okay, so now let's,
Anand,
yeah, yes,
Yeah, Anand.
sorry, quick
So,
question.
yeah, go ahead.
Uh, Sorry, Kishore, carry on. Kishore is asking something.
Yeah.
yeah, okay. Uh, if I have index.html file in another folder and welcome.html, so how to give an hyperlink? So do I need to provide absolute path or?
See, how do we do hyperlink? We use Harnif, where we give our shortcut path, then we give our hyperlink command, right?
Yes,
Okay,
href.
okay, href we give. So what you can do is in the href, okay. So see, just the same question comes here. See, my index.html is here, okay, and my text.html is here, okay. I want people, when they come
Yes.
to index.html, they should even get test, they can have an option where they can click on test.html and can be redirected. So it's in a different folders, right? So
Yes.
in this index.html, in the index.html, when I might write my content, okay, I can give, okay, this path. You can see here my link.
Okay. Yeah.
If I give after href, if I give my like href whatever text, then I can give my absolute path. So the moment the person clicks on href, it will directly redirect it to this static page, because this static page is available. See, I'm directly clicking on this page. I've been, okay, here you can see this page, so it redirected me, right?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, may I know your name? I'm sorry, man, I'm not looking at the chat, that's the reason. uh,
Sure.
Okay, Kishore. See, Kishore, as you have asked this question, I can show you one more, example on this. So we have href over there. So, okay, I'm copying this. Okay, I'm copying this.
Mhm.
So in S3, even we have beautiful things where we can redirect our pages. Okay, so I come to this. Okay, I'm on this main page. I'm going to my properties. I'm going to my static website. Okay, bucket hosting. Okay, here what I'm doing, instead of giving my index.html error.html, I'm doing something, you can see redirect requests. I'm clicking on redirect,
Yes.
and I'm giving my protocol. What types? This is my bucket name or my domain. This is my thing I'm giving. Okay, this is the entire thing I'm giving. And how oh, I'm sorry, I think page, okay, I removed that page. Again, I need to come to practice static page, it will take me. So here I'm going to request. So here I can give the path, give what I wanted to go. Okay, if I do this, oh, I don't know why my mouse is not working properly. Okay, here I'm giving my path. Okay, I'm saying it as it is an http request. Because it is http, I'll just save it. Okay, so I'm just again copying my this url. Both urls are different, you can
Hmm.
see this. So I'm just saving it.
Yeah.
Yeah, saving it. So now when I try to hit this url, it need to redirect me to a different url. Okay, So now I'm pasting this URL over here. Okay. Can you see it redirected? Because I don't have permission to access that, I'm not able to. Okay. Oh, it is taking me to, sorry, additional slash. I didn't need to remove the slash, I guess. Okay. It redirected the page. If you can see here on the top you can see. Okay. I put an enter. Can you see the page got redirected on this way? Once I'll just remove this part, then see. Redirect. Why it is taking me to HTML slash. It shouldn't take me. Okay. I'll remove the HTTP. And I'll just add this HTTP over here. It should not take me additional slash HTTP colon double slash. Okay. Or else it is looking for an index.html under that. Okay. Yeah, it is looking for an index.html under this. That's the reason. So what I'll do is I'll put an index.html over here because it is looking out for an index.html. I need to put this. I'll put ABC. Okay. I'll just put ABC and I'll put it save. Okay, so if I put an index.html over here in this file, so it will take me to that. I'll just upload, add files. We have index.html. We'll choose, we'll upload it. So started upload. On the bottom you can see it started. So the moment it is completed, we can see one is in progress, 100% successful. We got this. So we have changed this. We have uploaded this. It need to take us to. Why it is still taking me to? Didn't I save? Yeah. No, it is still taking me to the same page. Just give me a second, guys. I don't know why it is taking me to the same different page. Okay, properties. Did I save it? Okay, redact all requests to Amazon http.com 2016 APC. Yes. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll disable. I'll redact all requests. Test October. It should not take. Okay, save. Okay, I got saved. Is it because buffer in cache? I don't think so. It should not take me to that. Okay. Oh, I'm trying the different thing. Okay. .com. I'm fuzzy here. Just give me a second. I'll use this endpoint uh, in a new tab. Save. Add. No, I don't know. I think it is. It has not updated its content. So I think I'll disable it, save it, and re-upload it. Save. Okay. I got it. I'm messing it up. I need to give the, you know, path of this index.html, right? This is different content. ABC. Okay, I'll give abc.html and I'll make it public. Properties. Properties of this my static page. I don't know why it's not working. It's on redirecting.com. Okay, abc. Save. It has saved. Now let's see. Does it redirect? Okay. Now I need to have the path of this, right? Copy this. I need to put this. This time it doesn't redirect it to test. No, I don't know. It is taking me to test only. I don't know why. What's the fizzy in this? Let me once try in a different browser, incognito mode. File, incognito window. Okay, beautiful. DNS could not be found. Okay, no. Perfect. Okay, beautiful. I got it. Because I had some other permissions, so I'll do one thing. I'll simply put google.com. google.com and I'll put https://google.co. No, it's happening because it requires a full absolute path. That's the reason it is not able to take it. So guys, I've just changed it. Okay, I'm putting the URL over here. Okay, it should take. Oh, guys, you can try in your chat. You know, no, the permission has been provided because it requires a full static path. That's the reason it was not taking. You can test it. You'll be able to access that because I'm able to do it in my incognito mode. It is redirecting me the page.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah. You are able to get that, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So it is redirecting because my cache, because of, guys, can you okay, because of my cache, it's, I'm not able to show you up. Okay, you guys have, you can look into it. Guys, just give me a second. I think I need guys, I'm muting for a second. Okay. Yeah, sorry to keep you mute on, guys. Yeah, so I'm back. Okay, so now you have seen, okay, what how to give, how to host a static website, how to upload the content, how to see the properties, okay, how to host a static website, and what contents you have in static website. You can see, you can do a redaction on it, you can do, static website. And one more thing, just let me tell you, and you can create multiple objects, but in one object either you can open a static website or else a redirecting page. You cannot have both at a time, so you can only enable one at a time. Either you can open a static website or you can put a redirection. So just assume that if you are having an old website and you are having a new website and you want people to redirect it to your new website, so this is what your old website was, so you can just put it redirection, automatically it gets redirected to the page. So either you can use this or use this, and if you disable, it will be completely disabled. Okay, are we clear with this, guys? Okay, so okay, so this is how. So guys, I think because right now if I take any topic right now, so it will, take another hour further. If I take versioning control, server access, object level, anything, if I take, it will take another 1 hour. So I don't want to have half topic today and half topic tomorrow, because either might be we may delay 1 day, but we want everything to be like, from my prospectus, I want everything to be neat and clear so that you can understand properly. Okay, so for today, do you have any, if you have any questions, you can post it up. Okay, if you have anything, yes, I'm recording the sessions, and I have those sessions uploaded in a URL, and we have created a group for a paid users, so I'll be sharing that link soon on the group, so you can watch the videos. I haven't uploaded any content because even I'm working for a company, so I'm quite busy with some other task and all, so hardly I could fetch some time and I could create that URL. So once the session is done, okay, so I'll be sharing that URL so that you can access those websites. Can you give an example with either video or images redirection? Yes, I thought of doing that. If I start giving an example with video or images, you're talking about S3 redirect, okay, image redirections. So see, for image redirections and all, again, what I said is like, in your static content, okay, in your static where you put a harnif, you need to give your image data, so automatically image gets it redirects to the image or a video. Okay, simply some as Shravani asked me, I'll simply put it simple. Okay, I'm just taking another 2 minutes on this. Okay, I'll do something called YouTube. Okay.
Or Anand, maybe you can just explain the difference between static and dynamic content so that for everyone's convenience it would be cleared.
Okay, okay, okay,
I
okay.
guess most of them have that same question. Yeah.
Okay, 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 okay. So see, Shravani, just I'll just wind it up in a minute. Shravani, can you see this video link? Okay, so when you do here, you can see this. You can take this link. Okay, what you can do is you can put it in your, guys. Can you please someone mute it? Guys, please mute it. I think who is guys. Okay, I'm sorry. It's from my end. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. So you see here, you can see your static website. You can put here data here. Simply redirect request. You can put the URL over here. It will be redirected to that link. So if you want HTTP or HTTPS, you can put it here. It will automatically take it. Okay. You can just simply take this URL, save it. It will automatically redirect it to that page. Okay. Okay, this is the page what we have open, and this is the redaction S3 page what we have. So using a video, if you want, you see the test page, you'll get error because it doesn't have permissions. We are on, okay, okay, I'm still redirecting to that page. My browser cache issue, I need to clean up. You guys, if you want, I'll put it in the chat. You guys can try that linking. Okay, Thanks. You can see it will be redirected to that page. Okay, to this YouTube page where you will be coming to this YouTube page. So this is how simple redirection. And now coming towards what is static page and a dynamic page. If I put it simple, I'll not make it more complicated, I'll put it really simple. See, static pages means, okay, you have static files, okay, a single page where you have the entire content written. Okay, so if you have some content in one file, so that file will be popped up, you need to open that file to see. Dynamic content is nothing but you have multiple files, files will have the content, and you can access from a single file. That is what becomes a dynamic and static. For example, you can see, as I just opened a YouTube. Okay, this YouTube is nothing, it is a dynamic. So where they have something called, these are in a different pages, these are in a different pages, these are in a different pages. So here you can see, when I click on something called, okay, share and all, so what happens is, like, these are going to a different locations, different files, and they are getting the data. So it's and backend they are happening through API. But just for your understanding, I'm just putting it simple. So when I click on share, so it goes to a different file, different location. For here, see, it is on the share page, but when I say share, so somewhere from the background it is pulling from different location and it is putting. So this is how dynamic things are happening. Okay. And for more better understanding, what I'll be doing, when we will for now, I'll not put more deep depth. When we will be doing, okay, shell scripting, at that point you'll understand how dynamic things works, because the shell scripting part will really help you to understand what is dynamic way of using, what is static way of using. Okay. Okay, guys, do you have any questions?
Anand, I have one small question.
Yeah, tell me.
For example, S3 bucket where you hosting the region,
Mm-hmm.
your redirect page is in different region. Like for example, if this region goes down, it will automatically redirect to that
Yes.
another location. That's correct.
Yes.
Yeah, but first of all, it's the heat like it's already completely down. How the redirect will page will work?
Okay, so now I'll tell you. So okay, guys, this was really a good question. It's an interesting question. You can also listen. He meant to say, I'll just repeat the question if people didn't understand. He says that, as I said, we have hosted a static website on S3, and my dynamic website is on some server. Entire region went down. So how my S3 is going to access now? When we do these things, when we are preparing for these things, okay, we something called, we can say, disaster recovery. So our entire server would be in one region. Let's assume that our server is located in North Virginia region. So at that point in time, our S3 will be in a different region, because only for those disaster only we are putting. So we create our bucket. When we are creating bucket, instead of region, while creating a bucket, we select our region. If our servers are in North Virginia or Singapore, anywhere, so we create our bucket in a different location. So to make sure that if entire region goes down, the bucket is still available. Now coming towards question, so entire things goes. Now you're hosting your website, okay, on a DNS server. Okay, so the DNS server is located at a different location. So there is something concept what will be coming later, that's called Route 53. So AWS provide you a Route 53 that acts as a DNS server. So it verifies, okay, if it sends a request, the moment it has something called checksum. So if it doesn't checks it, it doesn't get any response from that server, which is a dynamic server, that is main server. So what it will do is, it will start sending your request to your S3 location. So then S3 will start showing its HTML page. So the moment the server is up, again it keeps on checking, it sends a request that I am up. It sends a acknowledgement that yes, I am up. You can send the request. Then it will stop sending the request to S3, and it will start sending the request to your dynamic server. Got my point, guys?
Yeah, okay, but that is only available in the Amazon website. Like it, so if you host on the S3 bucket, if it is a normal website, like for example, you created the normal web hosting on your local server,
Mm-hmm.
if your server is crashed, there is no way to
No, no,
redirect
no.
the
See,
page.
see, 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 see. One thing. It's not key you are hosting it on S3 or this one. See, the redirection part for this, you will be configuring your redirection not in S3. You will be configuring in your DNS server. So your DNS server will take care of where to send request, whether it is in your local server, whether it should be publicly accessible. If it is publicly accessible, your DNS will send it, whether it is in an AWS, whether it's in your data center, or whether it's in any other location. Your DNS server will take care of that. Because right now when I
Yeah,
do,
but
yeah.
the DNS server take care of the like a link. How when you hit it, it will talk to that link. But the
Mhm.
actual content, like this website is now suddenly down. We are under maintenance. That the actual index.html or some content file is located to the local server only. That time, how it will the output will show to the other person.
Okay. So now just assume that, just for your question, just assume that your servers are in US, okay? And your dynamic servers are in US, and your index.html is in your, India data center somewhere, okay? Okay.
Okay.
Am I clear? And both your static website, which is in India, is also publicly accessible, and the dynamic server board, which is in US, is also publicly accessible. Okay. Yeah. So now what
Okay.
you'll do
Yeah.
in your DNS server, what you'll do is in your DNS server, you'll configure your primary request. All the requests will be going to your US server website. Okay. So where you will write a failover. In case of my US server doesn't respond, please make this as an active server, your slave as a master. So now people will be hitting to your DNS, your URL. Example, your URL is equal to abcexample.com. So when they hit example.com, backend it verifies, okay, it sends a master request, it says master is down. So now instead of sending the master, it will send it to your slave, which will now become master, and the slave will serve its index.html page. Am I clear?
Okay. Okay.
Am I clear? Okay.
Yes. Yes. It's a high availability you are talking now.
Yes. It's kind of high, not high availability. You can say failover. I can put it as a failover
Hello. Okay.
Yes.
because high availability in. Yeah, you can put it as a high availability, but again, I can't assure you that it would be because it's a static website and it's a dynamic website. Okay.
Okay. No problem. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Here, Moses asked. Okay. He was answering to the question. Okay, no issues. Okay, guys, do you have any other questions?
No, no,
Okay.
no.
So guys, thanks guys. That's it for the day. Okay. So tomorrow we'll not be having a session because it's Monday to Friday. Friday we are taking, but going forward, I'll try my best so that Saturday and Sunday we can have some different kind of sessions, not training sessions, where we'll be doing kind of revision sessions or troubleshooting sessions. So for as of starting, I'll just pull down this couple for a few, weeks. We'll not have Saturday Sunday sessions, but going forward I'll be doing. And okay guys, one of our candidate is asking, is it possible for us to prepone the sessions instead of 7 o'clock? Can we prepone it to 6:30? Okay, you guys can put it, if you have any problems or if you have any issues. Okay, you can directly tell me if we can prepone. You can drop me, like you can put me on on WhatsApp, or if you have if you are convenient with this 6:30 batch, you can put it based on the I can say more weightage. I'll be scheduling according to this. Okay, can you give another other example in real time than that you gave? Okay, Shivani wanted one more real time example. Okay, Shivani, I'll simply put a simple way. Now just okay, okay, I'll take a small thing, a small website. Okay, guys, generally what happens is like we have small servers, I'll tell you. Okay, let me take this one. So now everyone are aware about these foodpanda.com. Okay, so now foodpanda.com and all, what happens, they deliver foods to us. So we keep on using their services, and they might not have that high usage. So what happens, like when we use foodpanda.com, so suddenly foodpanda servers went down. So people who are purchasing their food from foodpanda, what happens, they keep on opening from their mobile, from websites, to give an order, to place an order. Or sometimes some people have already placed an order, the order didn't get delivered to their location. So now they wonder, yeah, what's happening, I have ordered and they're waiting, they're hungry. So they keep on hitting the food panda status, where is they keep on tracking, ki what's happening, someone want to order, what's happening, they keep on worrying. So at that point in time, food panda doesn't know what happened, suddenly they might not be aware about their website got down. So what do, they use these kind of facilities wherein they says that, sorry for the inconvenience, our website has some issues, or we have some heavy load, that's the reason, we are working on it. It pops up to your page, instead of you keep on tracking, you can go that. And one more other example, I'll put it as a quick example. Let's take a Flipkart. We always know that Flipkart has big billions, not Flipkart big billion sale. So when these big billion sale runs, so they get huge thousands of requests, like millions of requests, not thousand, millions of requests. So if they are not ready with their servers, if they get millions, billions, trillions of requests, and if this server crashes at that point in time, so people still keep on accessing, what happens, people will not get page, people will keep on trying their pages. So suddenly they can, for a moment, till they don't resolve the issue, they pops up a page stating that we are looking into, we have sorry for the inconvenience, we are facing some problems with our servers, we got an heavy load, heavy traffic, we are working on it. By the time they pops up a page, so that you don't keep on hitting the request. Guys, hope these couple of examples are really understandable, and you got what I'm trying to say.
Yes, yes.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, thanks guys, see you on Monday. And regarding the preponing the time to half an hour instead of 7 6:30, you can vote yourself on WhatsApp, so that based on the average votes, I'll be sharing the feedback to that candidate, and let's see how does it works. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to keep
Thank you, Anand.
practicing, and I expect when Monday we are discussing, I want couple of people to raise some queries and doubts on this, and with I want someone to do error message, because you have AWS, you can try experiments on it and see how can you raise. Okay, errors related
Yeah,
to
sure.
the topic what we have covered. Okay, thanks guys.
Yep,
Have a great
sure.
day. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great day. You too.